Hey everybody, welcome to the video. Today we are going to install a remote bleeder on a T56 slave cylinder, and we're going to do a couple other projects to the drift car. So let's get started. Alright, so first of all, if you hear a lot of banging noises, that is because it is super windy today and the wind is blowing against the door. Anyways, so we have to remove this part right here. This is the bleeder on the slave cylinder, and it fits inside of the transmission and doesn't stick out at all. So you got to get a 10 mil socket inside of the trans to bleed the clutch system, and it's a pain. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this off 7/16. Just like that, no big deal. And then we're going to replace it here with the Tick Performance. As you can see, this is pretty nice quality. Pull out the AN fitting line here, and we're going to swap this copper crush washer to the other side of which it came, because if we don't, it's not going to do anything. Go ahead and tighten that down nice and snug. Thread the end on here. This is a 7/16, so we already have that. Again, nice and snug. And there we go. All done. Now we just got to put it on the trans. Let's put this on here. It just slides right on. Move the Tick Performance line out of the way. Make sure they go between those two slots there. Okay, all done. Let's replace the silicone, the RTV on the shifter that has been leaking. And we will check the fluid level. Should be ready to put her back in. Take this. I had already started taking some of these bolts out up top before I even put the car on the lift, because I thought I was going to do this before, and then I decided not to, so now I need to take out this one. Take that out. Pop this guy out. Okay. Now we got to be very careful, because we don't want to scratch the surface, but we need to get this old silicone off of here. Alright, so now that we got that all cleaned up, looks good. Blew out any debris I could get into the transmission. Now we're going to go ahead and fill this up. You know what? It's actually been a while, so let's go ahead and just drain this whole thing, and then we'll fill it up. Alright, we're going to crack this here. It just uses a 3/8. Just let that drain out. Must have been pretty low on fluid. Good thing we are doing this. Alright, looks like it's just dripping now. Should be pretty much empty. Slowly dripping. So let's go ahead and put the drain plug back in here. Alright. That's nice and tight. Alright, let's fill this thing up. Get that in there. Looks good. So we're going to fill this thing up until we get a little bit of fluid coming out of there, and we know we're full. Whoa! Just apply the silicone. Get this guy back on here. Okay, so this guy right here, focus on that. There needs to be two new pieces that go on here. One is the release slide coupler thing. I don't know what you call that. And then there's an O-ring that goes on right here. And then this is obviously the quick connect hydraulic fitting that goes into the slave cylinder there. What we just installed. Okay, so let's put those new pieces on. Alright, we got everything else done. I think we're about ready to put it in. So let's get the transmission jacked up and back into the car. Alright, we got the trans in. Now we need to torque down the bolts. 35 foot-pounds, I believe. That is snapped in. Okay, good. Had a problem with that last time. Seized up on the dyno because the line popped out, foot pedal got hard, and the rod going into the clutch master got bent. Diff bolts in. Just as a placeholder, sorry, drive shaft bolt, just as a placeholder right now, so that this thing doesn't come crashing down on my head. Tell you what, getting this lift has made my life so much easier. We'll just put that one in for right now. Okay. Now, unfortunately, trans jack doesn't go any higher. So now I have to try and muscle this thing up. I think. Is this what you do? Okay. Well, we go ahead and do this now. Sometimes you just got to take a step back and think about things for a second. Well, I'm sure you guys can probably tell that this is a little bit different. Ran out of battery yesterday while filming, so ended up getting the transmission in. Got the drive shaft in, exhaust, everything else is done underneath the car. Actually, take you through a walkthrough here. Got the heater going today because it's much colder than it was yesterday. But as you can see, trans is in. Yep, exhaust, drive shaft, everything's done. So we're gonna put the car down and work on the clutch rod in the master cylinder there. So let's get her on the ground. Alright, I just got the two studs taken out from the inside, and now I've got the boot removed. There's a retaining clip in here. Let's see it. I gotta get that out so I can get this bent rod out, as you can see. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that and get this all back in, get the new system setup. We got the old rod out, and now we are going to be using this Willwood Universal brake pedal push rod kit, hoping that this works. Out, here we go. Got multiple rods and setups, clevis pin, all that stuff. So let's get this thing assembled and put back in the car. We got the clutch master reinstalled, so all we have to do now is bleed the clutch. Well, thanks for watching the video. We installed the Tick Performance remote bleeder. We put the trans back in. We got everything on the underside of the car back together. We installed the new rod from Willwood into the master cylinder. We bled the clutch. The car's back down on the ground. We got a couple more projects, so those will be in the next videos. What do you guys think about the shirt? Gonna try and see if we can get maybe some made up if there's any interest. I've already got some hoodies made up for the wife and I. Had some given out to the family and stuff. Everybody seems to like them, but if you guys seem to like them, then we'll make some more and start selling them. But I want to say thanks again, and I really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching the video. We got a lot more stuff coming up. I'm going to be back out on the track here in the next season. It's been a 2-year hiatus, 3 years for Sarah, and we're really excited. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and I hope you keep watching and you join and you subscribe and click the like buttons, all that stuff. So thanks again. Appreciate it.